Alright, y'all. So I'm starting 2 new worm bins. So I have decided, since I have more leaves than I know what to do with, and worms eat leaves really quickly, what I'm doing is cutting a zip tie off of this, y'all. These are my worms that I ordered. If y'all wondering why I ordered worms, it's because I wanted some European night crawlers. So this is supposed to be 1 pound worms. So y'all see me open them. Can y'all see? Yeah, I can see. I hope you. Oh yeah, they living. Ooh, look. Look how pretty. Pretty, pretty. See if I can show y'all. Wait a minute. Look. They moving kind of slow, y'all. That's because it is a little kind of cool. But y'all see them really fat ones? Those are the European night crawlers. So I have a mix of red wigglers and European night crawlers, and this is a pound worth, and they're actually doing a sale. Buy 1 pound, get 1 free. They actually are wiggling pretty good. Y'all see them falling through my hands because they moving. They're pretty active, so that's good. Wow, look at how dense that is. Look at all them worms, y'all. See that big white one right there? That's a European night crawler. And why might I want those? And the little red ones, of course, are the red wigglers. Look at them. They're pretty. I'm very pleased. But anyway, they were running a sale. Buy one, get one. Buy 1 pound, and you get 1 pound free for 18 bucks. And I felt like you couldn't beat that. So that's my other pound over there. But what I'm going to do is, worms eat leaves really, really quickly. And it's been 60 something degrees here. Y'all see all these worms in this water, in this pool, in Iris's pool. I'm going to throw those wet leaves down over in there. And you know what? It'll be faster if I use this. Alright, so. But yeah, the worms will eat the leaves super quick. And I want to try to make a bunch of worm castings for the spring. So, see how easy that was? Those are actually breaking down. They kind of have a rank smell. And also keep in mind, y'all, these bins that I'm putting this in, I'm gonna use this to feed the garden, y'all. This stuff stank. And it didn't really smell bad until I started moving it around. Golly. This is kind of funky. Anyway, it might be some dead creatures in here. It might be, I don't know. If I come up on a corpse, y'all will know, because I'll scream and drop the camera in the water. But yeah, I'm gonna take that water and feed my beds with it. Free fertilizer, people. Once again, always use what you got. But like I said, I'm going to these bins have holes in them, so don't think the worms are gonna drown. They're not. And when I started, I put like about 1 inch of dirt at the bottom, and then they came in their own little compost, as y'all saw. So let me cut this other one open. Y'all don't laugh at the rust on my little tool. This is vintage American made. You can't get that kind of quality no more. Alright. So I cut that zip tie off. Let's see what this looking like. So y'all can see I got a little dirt down in there. We'll see what these look just as good. Very nice. And the person that shipped them, they shipped them very quickly. Y'all look at how many. That's solid worms, y'all. That is not. And they smell. It just smells like dirt. It doesn't smell like anything else but dirt. But that's insane how many worms. Beautimous. Butamus. So that's gorgeous to me. So I'm gonna mix those up with what's in here, and I'm gonna throw some leaves on top of that, and then I am going to come on, don't play me. I'm going to show you guys what comes of this. So I want to show y'all how fast they eat these worms, eat the leaves. I mean, one time I did this, and I promise you, I think I filled it up with leaves, and in about 2 weeks they had eaten all of them. And I think I filled the can halfway full with leaves, and they ate all of them. And like I said, I wanted the European night crawlers. Everybody knows about red wigglers, but I wanted the European. That really smells bad. When it does the splashy thing, that's when you really get the nastiness. Anyway, I wanted the European night crawlers because they eat faster and they eat more, because as you notice, they were a bigger worm than the red wigglers. They also have an African night crawler that eats even more. It eats the most out of the composting worms, and it is even bigger. But the thing is, with the African night crawler, it really doesn't like temperatures less than 60 degrees. European night crawlers are just like anything else in Europe. It can take more cold. Think about the weather in Europe. Many parts of Europe get regular snowfall, ice, those kind of things. Now, we don't get that here, but we get plenty of less than 60 degree temperatures, and I didn't want to buy African night crawlers, and they die on me because they are not the cheapest composting worms to come by. Red wigglers you can just buy in your bait shop. They're super cheap. So I really just bought that mix for the European night crawlers. The price was so good, I couldn't really resist it. So, and I also don't want to fill this up too much, because I actually want to be able to come back and monitor and make sure that those worms are okay and that they are alive. Clean up my area. I want to splash a little water in there. Oh, let's see. I got a tin can here. Use what you got, people. Use what you got. I want to splash a little water in there. That soil I put under there was a little dry, and I want them to be in something really nice and moist. Like I said, these cans have holes, so don't worry about them drowning. They're not gonna drown. Over here is my other bed. It has rained recently, so it's actually quite warm in here. I do shred my mail and stuff. I'm actually trying to see. Y'all, it's crazy. I was just picking up worms, but I don't want to dig in there in my hand. I need a stick. I need a stick. Take that off. There. Now, I've got a stick. I hate to say it, but sometimes it be bugs in the one. This is the one I put food and stuff into, my kitchen scraps. I'm trying to see how... They're breaking this down, though. Because if you notice, this at the top, right under the paper, is pretty much, I mean, other than the eggshells. Can y'all see that? It's pretty much worm casting. I'm trying to see if I see any worms, too. I don't think I have a ton of worms in this bin. I think this bin will really wake up. That's another tip. If you would shred your mail, like after you put chicken scraps, I keep like a certain amount of shredded mail in my house. I put my kitchen scraps, and then I put this shredded mail on top. And it helps to really smother out smells and other pests and creatures getting up here. I'm going to leave the tops off these Yeah, that's sufficiently moistened now. So I feel good about leaving them there. So I'm gonna leave the top off these, and we'll just see. This will be a little experiment to see how fast the worms eat the leaves. So this is how they would do it in nature. It's dirt under your leaves, and the worms eat the leaves, and eventually they become worm casting. So hopefully I can keep adding and keep adding and keep adding, and maybe I'll have these two full of worm castings. And maybe, since I got so many worms, eventually maybe I can get that third one. Maybe I can get it done too. So that's this video, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you got any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I always answer my questions, especially my questions, and I usually comment back. So till next time, see you guys later.